Welcome back to Business Basics. I'm here with Angie Nilsson. My name's Nathan Johnson. So the next section that we're talking about is our customers. After we've established who we are and what we're doing and we understand what we're doing, we really want to be able to understand who our customers really are. And a lot of times that sounds, ambiguous, that it's just sort of like, well, who's your customers? Well, hopefully it's anyone that's willing to give you money. But it's a little bit different than that because it's more than just the financial exchange. Your customers can be people that you're supporting, you work with, that you help advance their careers, and you make improvement on. So it's not something strictly just a monetary transaction. It's you deciding what the best way to do that is. And one of the things that we always talk about is the brand promise.
Yeah, and your brand promise is more than just like that tagline, and it's more than an elevator pitch. It's trying to encompass all pieces of not only who you are, but what you do, just in a short, concise sentence. Do you have an example there of the furniture company?
Yeah, absolutely. The one that's written down here is, we promise to provide high quality furniture using clean and green methods. This is a really important thing that people don't understand, is that your brand has to represent something. So when someone looks at a piece of furniture coming out of your company, you don't want it to just simply represent a chair. You want it to represent more than that, because it has to have meaning beyond it, or you fall, unfortunately, into a category where you're just the same, which I don't think anyone that gets up in the morning is super proud of themselves to be just the same. Right. So it's the same thing with your company. And that's an example for us with the brand promise.
Mm-hmm. And then the brand promise always needs to be measured too, with that key performance indicator. Do you have an example of one of those?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we come to brand promise measure, you want to have healthy KPIs, or key performance indicators, to determine that your brand and product is meeting that standard. Mm-hmm. So without measurement, you can't make improvements. So some of the examples we're using for this furniture company are customer satisfaction percentage. So this would be like something like being able to measure on a survey, or following up with clients a year later to find out how they're enjoying their furniture. Then also determining how much monthly recycled and reused product in pounds you've gone through. So have you been having that positive environmental impact, encouraging people to return furniture that's old or used to be either donated to a good cause, or to be recycled into new furniture, or to be properly disposed of. And then, of course, you can go with other brand promise KPIs, which you can break down into more of the monetary reasons. Making sure that you're pushing products that have a higher eco standard, right? Making sure that more of your revenue is dedicated to places that have an impact to go along with your who we are, and also your brand promise. So the next part of it would be discussing and making sure that when you say those things for your brand promise and your brand promise measures, you want to find out who your core customers are. So when you're establishing yourself as a company, you want to have as many customers as possible, but the reality is you do have a core customer, and finding out who that core customer is really important. Can you maybe tell me what that means to you?
Yeah, for me, that is something we want to dial in. So we try to get that 10 to 20 words or less, right? And who is actually important. So yes, anyone who walks through the door may be someone that you're thinking is a core customer, but I would really challenge you to say, who do you actually want to be your core customer? Who are you targeting? Is there a specific age group or geographical area, or it could be so many different pieces. Is it people who look at, say, the furniture, this is a long-term investment, or they're looking for, is this more targeted towards, say, short-term or college? Is it fun? Is it classy? You could go so many different directions, but everyone has a certain target person that they're thinking of when they're creating a company.
Absolutely. One of the things that we do is we try to, in these examples, sort of pretend that we know exactly what they be, and this might not always be the same for everyone, but in our furniture company, we said environmentally conscious customers, consumers who want to be a part of a purpose or a cause. So those are people that really want to go and support people that are living out their own values. And so that really ties into making sure that your core customer clients, they sometimes even directly match up with your purpose and values internal to your company. And so as we go, we really want to make sure that we're talking with our customers and we're finding out which ones are the most engaged and which ones are the ones that most likely would recommend us, refer us, and want to support us in our endeavor to live out who we are.